Okay everyone, I'm Shashi Mehra and today I will be demonstrating how to make a Palaeolithic Handaxe. I will be using a chert clast and I will be using some hard hammers and some soft hammers as well for demonstration. So, so for the knapping I have selected this clast specifically for the purpose of teaching because it has very nice 90-degree angles, which will be very hard to knap in general when we are doing the knapping. And this is a steel hammer flake, which you can see. This is very chunkier, and we do not have that many angles to start with. So we'll see how things will progress. And if you will observe here, there is a fault in between. So it is possible that it might break in half while knapping, but we'll be talking about how to get a straight cutting edge and how to overcome the more zigzags while we are making a hand axe. So some parts are really thin, some parts are blocky, some parts are 90-degree angles. So let's see if we can knap it, the block or not. So always look for the angles where we do not have 90-degree and we can work easily upon. And later on we have to intrude, we have to go to the areas where we do not have good angles, good platform for hitting. So let's start from here. First I will just observe this class from where we can start working on. And also if you will observe, uh, this is class is something like this. This is protruding out on this part. So to make a hand axe, it is good to know where our centerpiece will be. So when we are talking about the centerpiece, so this part will be going, this part won't be any of our use, and similarly this lower portion will not be, we won't be able to use that much. So this will all go out. So let's try. First we'll check the quality of the raw material. This angle is nice. This we can easily flake off. And I will be using different hammers. So this is good. Now if you will see the basics, I have removed one flake from here. Now I have a platform so I can go in from this side. So I can, this is basics of the bifacial knapping or alternate flaking. So okay, so this remove this chunk. Let's move on further. So if you will see, this will start getting some angles, some platforms that we can work on. But let's see some other area where we have to work a little extra. So if you will observe, I will be mostly hitting at the edges, not too deep into the block, and that is always a good strategy for the starting, because you, right now I have good material and this has a big size, but usually in the Paleolithic time you might have to be cautious about the raw material consumption. So yeah, you can work like this. And while knapping, you will observe that there are some quality of the raw material which are not so good. If you will see the changes in the color also here, and you have to adjust accordingly. Again, this is very much flat platforms flat area. So what I have done, I have removed one flake from here. What I'll do, I'll start taking flake on the other side. So I'll turn this around and I'll hit it somewhere here, like this. This was little in, but let's go a little bigger in size, something like this. Now you will start seeing a zigzag formation. Now I can go somewhere here and try to flip that out. So line is coming right now towards this side, then it will go little in. Okay, so I'll remove the material from here, so this line which we will be aiming for will come back to the actual position or come back to the center. Good piece. Meanwhile, I will be using abraders also in between, just to abrade or make the platform stronger. If you will see here, this is a really nice platform, and we can hit it and we can get a good flake up to this range probably. Not satisfied with the platform. So if you will observe, this is very isolated. If I'll hit here, this flake will come and the line, our center line, profile line will get back to the center, more or less. Really nice flake blade, you can call it. I can go one more time here. Just make it a little more stronger, like this. And let's go one more time. Okay, really nice flake for making a arrowhead probably for future. Okay, so if you will see, this is starting to get somewhere. Okay, now we have this portion as well. Lots of work to do on this hard class. Okay, let's see if we can work on this edge. To sacrifice the length somewhere of this core. Okay, so now I'll hit on this side, so I will take a flake on this side. So I have a really nice angle here. So yeah, really nice flake. Good. So now I will start targeting this. If we can go more and try to flatten this out. Okay, so if you will observe, now I have angle on this side. So I can go from here and try to take a flake down on that side. See? Again, I can try knapping downside, alternate flaking or bifacial flaking. I'm using both the faces, this face also and this face also. Very nice chunkier flake. It has removed a lot of the material. Very nice and sharp flake. So if you will see, from this width we have come to almost, not almost, but a straight line. Yeah? So we can keep going like this. So and you have to take care of the edges. So this is the initial stage of making a Handaxe. Later on you can refine it also. Well, right now I'm using only a hard hammer. Later on we can use soft hammer also. I think I have to go one more short on this side, and this will come like this probably. I would aim to this flake to be like this. Hopefully it will go. Let's see. Then we have angle on this platform on this side, so we can start intruding on this area. We can start invasing that. So this is the fault line also, and I'm hoping we should not break this. Okay, good flake. Not that longer, but this will do. Nice. Okay. Now we have platform on this side, so we can remove this. Really nice flake, very chunkier, and we have almost covered this flat portion. So the basics of bifacial flaking or alternate flaking. Now I have angle on this side, platform on this side. I can take a flake out on this. Okay, hit it little inner. Oh goodness, this is what we were afraid of. Told you about that crack in between. So this is it. But anyway, we have now two blocks on which we can work. So this is a nice, already a Handaxe almost, but we have to remove some portion. So this is already a good tip, and we can make this portion as a back. Okay, let's see. A lot more chunkier, but I think we can figure this out. Let's see. Okay, now we have very big blocky chunk here. Let's see if we can remove that. I'm still not using soft hammer because I think we have a lot more mass to deal with. I can use a soft hammer here probably. Let's see. Nice flake. Okay. Okay. So now we have this flat area. We can, and this one is also a little flat, almost 90 degree. We have to take care of that. Let's see how we can deal with that. We can go from here and try to invade that side. Let's see. Or we can directly come from here. So I have to make my decision. And also, why that might have obviously that there was a fault which we could see in that in this raw material, but you will see this as some bashing also when we get this raw material from the raw material sourcing companies or suppliers. They try to break it with a steel hammer, and sometimes we have unintentional hurting cones inside. So that is also a challenge when we are not getting a direct cast from the raw material source, instead buying from the suppliers, so they manipulate the raw material. But it is good for learning the knapping, because the raw material is good. You don't get that much good quality raw material in the field or in the outskirts. At least in India, you don't find that. So let's see, we have this much chunk and this also, so we can start removing that. Okay, more or less we are into the shape of a Handaxe here. Okay, so I would say this will be a good area to make the tip, as we have little broad area on this side, and this is already we have a lot of mass to remove because of the breakage in between. So we can remove this and make it as a tip. Okay, I think I have to switch to a softer hammer now. Okay, again, first deal with this, then we can again switch with the soft hammer. It's a challenging of this portion. That's it. Okay. Okay. Now we know why this was happening. So there were some initial previous Hershey cone. That's why this kind of flake has been is coming out of it. Because we are flaking the same way, but this is dip is not usual in the knapping. So this is previous Hershey cone which were present in the raw material. Okay, nice isolated platforms. Let's see. Go over there. Not satisfied yet. Okay, lots of step fractures, but we can come to these steps from this side. Okay, let's change the pad that was little new. And so we can come over from this side to take out that steps. So this is a big hump on this side, so we have to find a way to reach there. And it will be always a ridge which will be going towards that point from where the force will travel, and we can get this hump out of it. And this is probably a good one to go. I have to isolate it first, and then we can go with the flake, and that will be our thinning flake. This is not the ideal point. It should come out from here, but I think if I have struck it with a good amount of force and at a good point, that it should take that portion out. Not so happy with this. I think we can give it a try. Let's see. I feel it's still too strong. Yeah. Good. And this also you will see in the valve also. The vulva, you will have this kind of dome shape, and finally you will be taking the preferential level of flake out of it. This is more or less similar kind of technique, and some scholars suggest that this is the spark which led to the Lavalva technology also, though it is debated. But from Knapping perspective, this could be it. So now I have a good platform, and I hope this kind of junk I should be able to remove if I am hitting it hard enough. Let's see. So that's what we were talking about. Didn't remove it completely, but it took almost that dome or curve of it. can go one more time, I guess. Let's see. And crushed. So these are the difficulties we, as a napper, we always face. Oh, well, this flake went like that because it already had some energy left in it from the previous strokes, and this has been removed. Again, one more Persian cone. Difficult to nap these. Always difficult. Okay. Really nice and thin flake. Again, good flake. And we have to take care of that it is not that thin also, because otherwise the purpose of a Handaxe won't be served. For the demonstration, I'm going with a little thinner, so we can see how we are overcoming those difficulties. Finally, that Persian cone is gone. Now we can move a little further. I have to take care of this also. And I think we have a good point here from where we can take that chunk out. This will be good. Good platform. Really nice. Almost. And these are also known as the thinning flakes, because it is thinning the portion down. And we are getting almost to the cutting edge, which is not so zigzag now. Like this also. Now we will be mostly switching between our abrader and our soft hammer. So we're getting to that zigzag line. We still have to focus on this. And we have to find a way to overcome. Now it is a weight in shape. We can change that. Okay, this is almost taking that. I still have to go with it. I can give it one more try. Okay. So if you observe, I have struck one more strike here, and this have taken this out. So this flake acted as a punch and took this out. So now we are getting very nice and thin 08 Handaxe for now, but still a lot of things to work on to give it a good shape and workable, to make it into a workable Handaxe. Let's see. This is a good point to go. So this is the final stage of shaping it. and some small chips. Okay, little tougher here. Now it should go. Good to go. One more time. We can go with this. For final shaping. Okay. And sometimes you go into that meditative state while you're napping. So when you forget that you are recording and you stop talking, just focusing on your work. on your yeah. So yeah, just the final stages. Yeah, I think this is good to go. So you can see the Handaxe. So we have a good cutting edge on this side and as well as on this side. So this is a Handaxe. Try to refine it. Uh, this is so you can understand the basics from where we are uh, of the mapping, how we can start uh, the mapping of a Handaxe, how we are changing the angles, how we are going into the about the platforms, where to strike, and all those details.